The average is 10 to 12 months, the doctor answered after she asked how much time she still had. Radiation is no longer an option for you, the same area cannot be radiated twice. Surgery is highly risky. Within 30 to 60 days after pelvic exenteration, 15% of patients die. The best bet for you is chemotherapy. It can prolong your life for 2 years since you are young, but the median is 10 to 12 months. She was shocked hearing this saddest news in her life, her tears rolling down. On the way home, looking at herself in the side mirror of her sedan and asking her husband, "Do you believe I only have 2 years left? Is this really happening? The average is, but I believe that you can beat it. You are different, you are young, you are smart, you are dedicated to lifestyle changes. And I am always here to support you." She is tough, but this moment she can't control her tears. Very soon, she accepted the fact and she chose to positively react to this biggest challenge from God. There is still a month before her first scheduled chemotherapy. First of all, she tried her very best to change her mindset. Death, to a 30-year-old woman, is frightening, it is full of unknowns. After reading many death-related articles, she found that human death is not an end. You take what you've learned from this life, and then you take a new lesson in your next life. She believes that it is God's plan for her, and if she beats the odds, then it is God's plan for her to spread the message to help many more people. With the mission in mind, she becomes self-motivated. She told herself that she must beat this because she wanted to live a long life helping millions of people fighting this common enemy instead of waiting to die by the 2-year mark. Then she started to do extensive research online, finding people who had experienced a similar situation but had beaten late-stage cancer. The advice she got was inspiring, and she found a lot of similarities between her and the people who had beaten a deadly cancer. She sees hope. After organizing all other cancer warriors' successful stories and reading hundreds of clinical studies and medical research, she chose to partially ignore her doctor's advice to eat more meat to maintain weight during her treatment. She completely eliminated all kinds of meat from 2 days before her treatment until 2 days after. 3 days after the first session, her tumor had begun to shrink. After the second session, she did a biopsy and the tumor is no longer malignant. While this surprises her doctor, everyone in the doctor's office thinks she is just being lucky. But in fact, it is not simply a lottery, it is the hundreds of hours behind the scenes that she spent to beat the odds. She appreciates the grace of God, who gave her a strong mindset, some biology knowledge that she had learned in high school, enough strength to do extensive research and endless support from her family. She said, "If the doctor's approach only gives me 10 months, then I am not going to follow that 100%. I need to do more." Her dedication helps her find the keys to kill these immortal cancer cells, while minimizing the chemotherapy's toxicity to her good cells. She studied the mechanism of what chemotherapy does to cancer cells and normal cells. She found that chemotherapy increases ROS, reactive oxygen species, and the disproportional increase in ROS can induce cancer cell cycle arrest, senescence, and apoptosis. However, glutathione, which is a substance made from cysteine, can effectively remove RSO, which stabilizes redox homeostasis and prevents apoptosis, avoiding cancer cell death. She knows that the first key is to remove cysteine from her diet to make chemotherapy more effective. She found that it is more abundant in animal proteins and rice. Therefore, starting from the 2 days before her chemotherapy treatment until 2 days after, she decided to consume only food that is low in cysteine, meaning only vegetables. This strategy also eliminates the glucose that is the main fuel of cancer cells. Removing carbs and glucose limits cancer cells' ability to replicate themselves. The second key is to protect her normal cells. She keeps researching supplements that have a synergistic effect on chemotherapy. To her surprise, many of them not only make chemotherapy more effective, but also reduce the side effects of it. For her specific type of cancer, she has taken Curcumin, EGCG, and Berberine. After treatment, she only lost 7 pounds. She didn't complete the whole treatment plan of 6 chemo sessions suggested by her doctor. She insisted on stopping getting any more chemo treatment after completing 5, as she did a biopsy after the 2nd and the 4th treatment and both came back negative. The result is astonishing. Her resilience, knowledge, and unwavering positivity became a beacon of hope for those around her. Her story stands as a testament to the power of belief, the tenacity of the human spirit, and the boundless potential of the human mind. In the face of adversity, she found her way from despair to hope, casting a guiding light for others to find their way. She highly recommends people do their own research as different cancers react differently to different strategies. If you're eager to explore more cancer-fighting strategies and stay informed about the latest breakthroughs, hit that like, share, and subscribe button to join us on this journey toward a healthier future. Together, let's unravel the mysteries of cancer and pave the way for a brighter tomorrow. Wishing you a speedy recovery.